Lovely viewers, gather around because today's story is one that will warm your heart, melt your soul, and make you gasp all at once. The internet is literally on fire right now, and if you've been online in the last hour, then you already know why. But if you haven't, oh, you're in for the sweetest, most breathtaking moment the Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo fandom has ever witnessed. The very first picture of Lee Min-ho holding his twin daughters has finally surfaced, and the entire world has stopped to take it in. Let's journey into this magical moment together, interactively, just the way you love it. Imagine waking up to see your notifications exploding. Your friends are tagging you non-stop. Fan pages are going crazy. Major entertainment accounts are posting the same picture again and again with captions like, "Unbelievable. So beautiful. The internet has a no chance today. And this is history." And when you click to open that photo, your jaw literally drops. Because there he is, Lee Min-ho himself, holding his tiny twin girls in his arms like the world's proudest father. The moment you see the image, you feel something shift, like time paused just so everyone could absorb the softness, the tenderness, and the pure magic radiating from the frame. Lovely viewers, you can almost hear the collective sigh of millions around the globe. Everyone is whispering the same thing. This is the most beautiful picture Lee Min-ho has ever taken. And the story behind that picture sends chills. According to close sources, the twins were born a few weeks ago, but Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo kept everything extremely private. Not even the hospital staff were aware of who the celebrity parents were until last-minute confidentiality documents were signed. Both stars agreed to give themselves space, time, and privacy to bond with their new blessings before the world got even a single glimpse. But today was different. Today the couple felt ready. And so, the picture was posted. Not by a magazine. Not leaked by a paparazzi. Not announced through agencies. No, it was shared in the most heart-melting way. A soft, warm snapshot taken on a sunny morning in their home. Let's take a moment to visualize it together, lovely viewers. Lee Min-ho sitting near a large window, golden sunlight kissing his face. His hair slightly messy in that effortlessly handsome way only he can pull off. And in his arms, one twin sleeping peacefully on his chest, the other curled in his lap wearing the tiniest knitted hat. His eyes aren't looking at the camera, no. They're focused on his daughters like nothing else in the world matters. That gentle smile on his face says everything. Says love. Says gratitude. It says, "I have everything I ever prayed for." And fans, oh, they went wild. Within 9 minutes, the picture hit 3.5 million likes. In 15 minutes, hashtags like #MinhoTwins, #MinhoX Family, #KingDadMinho, and #TwinBlessings climbed to the top of global trends. Instagram froze for some users. Twitter servers slowed down. Even Facebook fan groups started glitching because of the massive influx of comments, reposts, and heart emojis. Lovely viewers, imagine being so loved worldwide that a single picture shakes the entire internet. But the reactions weren't only about Lee Min-ho. Many fans were crying over how delicate, tiny, and perfect the twins looked. Some fans said they looked like little angels. Others said they resembled Song Hye-kyo already. Some were convinced one had Min-ho's nose. Some argued the other had Hye-kyo's lips. But everyone agreed on one thing. This is the most beautiful family moment the entertainment world has given us this year. And this isn't just about the picture itself. It's about the emotions behind it. Let's zoom into the atmosphere around it. Picture Song Hye-kyo standing right beside the person taking the photo, smiling silently with pride, love, and maybe even tears in her eyes. She had once said in an old interview that her dream was to see the man she loved holding their child for the first time. And now, not only did she see it happen, she captured the moment to share with the world. Lovely viewers, can you imagine the emotional weight behind that? For years, fans hoped, prayed, and dreamt of this romance, this family, this fairy tale. And today, even the most skeptical people had no choice but to admit, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo aren't just stars, they are destiny written in human form. As the picture circulated, brands immediately started sending congratulatory messages. Some offered luxurious baby gifts. Some proposed collaborations. Parenting magazines started preparing potential covers. And within just 1 hour, Lee Min-ho became the most searched person in 27 countries. The phrase, twin daughters, alone amassed over 5 million searches. But let's go deeper. Let's talk about what fans felt inside. Some said they broke into tears because seeing him hold his daughters reminded them of how far he's come, from a young actor to a global superstar, and now a father of 2 princesses. Others said the picture healed something in them. Some said it made them believe in love, marriage, and family again. A few even joked that they were ready to become godparents. But one comment stood out among millions. A fan wrote, "Watching Lee Min-ho hold his babies feels like watching the ending of a drama we've waited for all our lives. This is beyond real. This is art. This is love." And that, lovely viewers, describes today perfectly. Of course, with the internet exploding, many people began asking questions. What are the twins' names? Who do they resemble more? Will Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo share another family picture? Will there be a father-daughter photo shoot? Will they reveal the babies' faces someday? As of now, none of these questions have answers. And honestly, that mystery is part of the magic. But insiders did reveal one very emotional detail. When the photographer finished taking the picture, Lee Min-ho kissed each baby's forehead and whispered something to them gently. No one knows what he said, but the person who witnessed it said they had goosebumps. Lovely viewers, isn't it amazing how even a small moment like that can melt your heart? And let's not forget the symbolism. The twins were wearing soft white blankets. Many fans interpreted that as purity, blessings, and new beginnings. Others said the way the babies rested peacefully on him showed how safe and comfortable they felt already. And of course, several fans zoomed into the picture and noticed Lee Min-ho wearing a bracelet, possibly a gift from Song Hye-kyo, which spelled out the initials of their daughters. That detail alone sent fans rolling on the floor with emotions. Lovely viewers, what makes this moment even sweeter is how Lee Min-ho has always talked about wanting a family someday. In past interviews, he mentioned dreaming about holding his child one day. And today that dream became real. Not once, but twice. Just think of what the future holds. The twins growing up with the most loving parents. The adorable family moments. The birthday celebrations. The first steps. The first words. And yes, the countless father-daughter moments that will make fans cry every time. This picture isn't just a picture. It's a historic moment. It's a symbol of the love story fans have cherished for so long. It's the beginning of a new chapter. One filled with warmth, laughter, tiny footsteps, and unforgettable memories. And from the moment that picture dropped, the reactions, the behind-the-scenes whispers, the emotional ripple across social media only grew deeper, louder, and more overwhelming. It wasn't just the world watching anymore. It felt like the world was participating, feeling every heartbeat of this new journey. And lovely viewers, as we continue, imagine yourself right there in the moment, witnessing every detail so closely it feels like you're living inside the story. Moments after the picture broke the internet, something truly unexpected happened. Sources revealed that Lee Min-ho, still holding the twins, received a small notification from his phone. An overwhelming flood of messages from his friends, directors he had worked with, stylists, fellow actors, and even global celebrities. Everyone wanted to congratulate him. Some sent voice notes, unable to hide their shock and joy. Others sent pictures of themselves crying or smiling like proud aunties and uncles. One actor friend even joked, "Hyung, you didn't just win Best Actor this year. You won Best Dad for Life." And even though fans couldn't hear Lee Min-ho's responses, insiders claim his eyes kept watering every few minutes. Not loudly, not dramatically. Just that soft, emotional shine only a new father feels when the reality finally settles inside his heart. Lovely viewers, picture this. He's still sitting in the same spot from the viral picture, twins tucked softly against him, and he's whispering tiny words of comfort to them each time they wiggle. His thumb gently strokes their backs. He kisses the top of their heads repeatedly, as if he still can't believe they're real. And at that exact moment, Song Hye-kyo appears behind him with the warmest smile, holding a small blanket one of the babies had kicked off. Witnesses said she placed the blanket over them with the gentlest hands, then rested her chin lightly on Lee Min-ho's shoulder. And the photographer, who had already taken the original viral picture, instinctively captured this moment too. Lovely viewers, imagine what that second picture must look like. The mother leaning softly against the father holding their sleeping babies. The golden sunlight wrapping around all four of them like a blessing. If the first picture broke the internet, the second one, still unreleased, must be enough to quiet the world into pure silence. But that wasn't even the end of the emotional storm. As hours passed, fans began creating edits, fan art, animated drawings, and slow-motion videos with soft music. Some fans even made lullaby versions of Lee Min-ho's drama OSTs and paired them with the picture. One fan wrote, "This picture healed my entire week. I didn't know I needed to see Lee Min-ho as a father until today." Another fan said, "I've watched all his dramas, cried at his heartbreak scenes, cheered for his happy endings. But nothing compares to this real-life moment." And as fans kept pouring their hearts out online, something very beautiful happened within the entertainment industry. A well-known drama producer shared the picture on her private account with a caption that made everyone emotional. "I've worked with Lee Min-ho for years. I've seen him play kings, heroes, billionaires, and broken men. But this role, this father role he didn't have to audition for, suits him more perfectly than any script ever could." Lovely viewers, at this point, the story wasn't just going viral. It was becoming a global cultural moment. And while the world celebrated, inside their home, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo shared a quiet moment of their own. Sources say Hye-kyo sat beside him and rested her head gently on his shoulder while watching the twins sleep. She whispered, "They really love you already. Look how peaceful they are on you." And Lee Min-ho, still overwhelmed, reportedly whispered back, "I didn't know my heart had room for this much love." Can you imagine hearing something so pure? Moments later, Song Hye-kyo reached for her phone, scrolling through the overwhelming support from fans. She showed Lee Min-ho a few sweet messages, and both of them laughed together softly. It's said that at one point, Hye-kyo leaned over and playfully nudged him, saying, "Your daughters broke the whole internet today. You should apologize." He smiled back and replied, "Let them get used to it. They'll break the world every time they smile." Lovely viewers, that confidence wasn't arrogance. It was the tenderness of a father already enchanted by his daughter's existence. Meanwhile, fans kept noticing details in the picture that only made the moment even more meaningful. Some zoomed in and spotted that the knitted hats the twins were wearing had tiny embroidered initials, one with HM and the other with M. No one knows what the initials stand for, but fans assumed they represented the girls' beautiful names. And while the couple hasn't revealed those names, insiders hinted that both names were personally chosen by Lee Min-ho. Names symbolic of grace, strength, and love. And the bracelet on his wrist. Fans analyzed it frame by frame, convinced the initials spelled something new. Some said it spelled the twins' initials. Others argued it spelled MHK. Lee Min-ho and Hye-kyo combined. But perhaps the sweetest detail of all was something subtle. The way Lee Min-ho's shoulders relaxed completely with the twins resting on him. A lot of new fathers look nervous. They look stiff. They look scared of dropping the baby or doing something wrong. But not Min-ho. Observers said he was calm, natural, and gentle, as if he had waited his whole life for this moment and had finally stepped into it effortlessly. Lovely viewers, imagine that kind of love. Imagine that kind of readiness. And then came the moment that took the internet from emotional to speechless. Someone close to the family revealed that after the photographer left, Lee Min-ho refused to let go of the babies. Not because they needed him, but because he needed them. He held them long after the photo shoot. He rocked them softly until one made a tiny sound, almost like a newborn sigh, and he smiled so wide his eyes crinkled. That sigh, lovely viewers, was enough to melt the heart of a man the world calls the nation's heartthrob. And while he was holding them, Song Hye-kyo walked over, placed a soft hand on his cheek and whispered, "You're already an amazing father." And Lee Min-ho looked up at her and said something that shook the person who overheard it. I want them to grow up seeing us love each other. That's the family I dreamed of. Lovely viewers. Can your heart handle that? And that is where the real magic of this day truly began. Not on social media, not in the comments, but inside their home where love grew silently, deeply, beautifully. The world saw one picture. But inside that home, dozens more moments happened. Moments the world will never see, but can feel through the glow on Minho's face and the softness in Haekyo's smile. Family isn't made by pictures. It's made by the quiet moments between them. And today, Lee Min-ho, Song Haekyo, and their twin daughters created a memory that will live forever. Not just in their hearts, but in the hearts of millions who celebrated with them. Lovely viewers, shall I continue with the next part of the story? Just say the word, and we will dive even deeper into what happened after the cameras stopped, after the world went wild, and after the twins fell asleep in the arms of the man who already loves them with everything he is. Because what happened next inside that quiet, love-filled home was even more magical, more intimate, and more overwhelming than anything the world outside could ever imagine. The internet was still in chaos, millions of fans still crying, laughing, screaming, and refreshing their feeds, but inside that home, a different kind of miracle continued unfolding. The world saw a picture, but Min-ho and Haekyo lived the moments that followed, and those moments were even more breathtaking. Right after that soft, emotional silence settled in, sources say Lee Min-ho didn't move an inch. Not because he couldn't, but because he didn't want to. He sat there holding his twin daughters like the most fragile, precious treasures he had ever been trusted with. His fingers lightly traced the pattern on their tiny blankets, his eyes studying every detail of their little faces, the curve of their lashes, the movement of their lips, the tiny rise and fall of their chests as they slept. And that was when something beautiful happened. Song Haekyo, watching him from beside the couch, whispered softly, "They look happier when you're holding them." And Min-ho, without looking away from the babies, replied, "I feel like if I blink, I'll miss a moment with them." Lovely viewers, imagine hearing a father say something that pure. His voice was quiet, almost trembling, not from fear but from overwhelming love. Then, with the gentlest touch, Haekyo slipped onto the couch beside him. Slowly, she leaned her head on his shoulder, the same shoulder their sleeping daughter rested on. She rested there for a moment, breathing slowly, soaking in the warmth of the scene. A family of 4, all connected in one peaceful heartbeat. And as she leaned in, Lee Min-ho did something that made the person in the room freeze in awe. He turned his head slightly and pressed a soft kiss into Haekyo's hair. No cameras, no lights, no audience, just love. Quiet, real, unfiltered love. Lovely viewers, can you feel that moment? The world outside didn't know it happened, but the love in that room was stronger than any viral post. Suddenly, one of the twins made a tiny sound, just a soft whimper, so soft it almost blended into the quiet. Instantly, Min-ho and Haekyo both looked down in perfect sync like two parents whose hearts beat to the same rhythm. Lee Min-ho adjusted his arms slightly, giving the baby a more comfortable position. He lightly bounced her in a soothing motion. Haekyo whispered, "She always does that before she falls into deeper sleep." And Min-ho smiled, just like her mother, cute even when sleepy. Lovely viewers, we all know that playful teasing between partners who adore each other. And Haekyo, she playfully nudged him, just a light nudge, but the smile on her face was brighter than any spotlight she's ever stood under.